Hi everybody. Since I haven't had a chance to formally meet you in person, I wanted to give you a quick introduction. I know a lot of you guys may know me as Mr. Irons, a third grade teacher. Many of you might know me as Coach Irons, the assistant basketball coach, or possibly the assistant athletic director. But maybe you also know me as Ben, Emily, Reagan, and Allie's dad. But I get to add one to the list now, and I was lucky enough to get the job as the head volleyball coach at South Range. So I'm very excited about that. I'm also excited. Coach Lucklin has agreed to stay on with us, so she's going to be our JV coach and our assistant coach, and she's going to be a great resource, and she's just ready to go, as excited as I am to do that. But I wanted to give you just a little background. For those of you that don't know, I have coached volleyball before. I was actually at a school in Toledo growing up where they had a boys volleyball team, and that was one of the sports I played in high school. After high school, I went to Ohio University where I played on the men's volleyball team there. After college, my first teaching job was in Tiffin, Ohio, which has a very strong volleyball program, and I was the freshman coach at Tiffin Columbian High School for 2 years. After those 2 years, I got hired at South Range in the year 2000, and I became the varsity coach here, and I was a varsity coach for 8 years. Had some good years, and just really enjoyed it. But after those 8 years, decided to move on and do some other things, and now I'm just excited to get back into it. It's a sport that I've always loved. Obviously, I know a lot of the girls through my daughters and just through being at school, so really excited about working with them. We just had a meeting with the athletic directors and the other coaches today, and they said we're able to start next week. Now, we don't have any definite times yet. We're still working with the other coaches with times for the gym and things like that, and we want to make sure everybody can be there when they want to be there. We don't want people to have to decide between one sport or another, so we're trying to spread it out so that all the kids that want to be at all the sports, we definitely want to encourage that. We've missed some time here with sports. We want to make sure the girls have a chance to get back in the gym, and that's kind of going to be our focus here, especially early on, is just kind of getting us back into a little bit of shape. We're not just going to run, but we are going to do some conditioning things. And what they're calling it right now for this next week is phase 1. And in phase 1, obviously less than 10 people in the gym. The girls have to have a health check every day. And basically the health check is just I have to ask them if they've had a fever in the past 24 hours. And if they say no, then they're good to go. They're going to need to bring their own water when they come to the gym. There will be no drinking fountains available as of now. The locker rooms will not be available. We won't be going in there at all. One set of restrooms we'll be using is by the auditorium there in the cafeteria area. And then make sure when you come into school, you come in the high school entrance for those times. The other thing is make sure, or I guess not make sure, but the other thing is we need to have 30 minutes in between to sanitize. The coaches are going to sanitize the volleyballs, they'll sanitize any of the equipment that's been used. We'll make sure between those sessions we'll get those sanitized. And what I'm thinking right now, I did it with my third graders, so I'm thinking these high school girls can do it, is I'm going to share a Google Doc with everybody that just has times and just a table, basically, for them to sign up what time they want to come and do their workout. Probably not going to be more than 7 or 8 girls at a time. We'll have the times probably in the morning for the most part. I'm lucky enough to be able to do that. So what's going to happen is I'll send it to their email, and that way you'll be able to put your time in for what works for that week. I'm not sure because things could change. Obviously, things could change quickly, just like they have been lately. If we're going to stick with week by week changing, or if we're going to go give you the whole month of June. But we're working on it right now. I'm meeting with all the inside coaches that would need the gym later tonight, so hopefully we'll know more then. So I probably won't send that Google Doc till closer to this weekend, Friday, Saturday, even possibly Sunday, depending on how long it takes. But we'd love to see everybody there. I'm looking forward to getting back in the gym and just working with the girls and getting them in shape and contacting the volleyball a little bit. The other thing that's very important, Mr. Farron talked to us about, is the first time that they walk in the gym, they need to have all their forms done. So the physical, your physical does not. I mean, that should be carrying over. The state's still trying to figure that out. But every other paper that, if you've been an athlete at South Range, you know that there's an emergency medical, there's an insurance form, there's a concussion form, there's a Lindsay's Law, there's that whole packet. That whole packet is on the website. So if you would like, you can go ahead and print that out and bring that in. And really, we're going to have to be strict about, if you don't have that paperwork in, you're probably not going to be able to practice that very first day. What I would be willing to do, though, if you play multiple sports, if you're coming for volleyball and you have to fill one out for basketball, or you have to fill one out for softball or something, and you want me to run it through the copy machine for you, I'd be willing to do that. Having multiple kids myself and filling out those papers multiple times, I know it's no fun. I also have been on the side of collecting all the papers, and I know that's no fun either. So I'm willing to help with that. Just let me know. You know, the big thing now is just us getting started, being safe. You know, the girls' safety is our number one concern. We're hoping to get some volleyball in and hoping to get them in shape, but the number one goal is just to have them be safe and get them moving a little bit, and I'm sure they're ready to do that too. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Probably the best way to get a hold of me would be either email, and my email is tirons@southrange.org. Coach Lucklin also added me to the Remind app, which we'll be using that for a lot of announcements as well. So that's another way that you can reach me. But feel free to communicate any questions you have, anything you need. Players, parents, reach out if you need to. This is going to be an interesting summer, but just like everything else we've done so far, I know we'll get through it, and hopefully we'll be able to start our season on time and have a great year. So thanks for listening, and like I said, reach out to myself, reach out to Coach Lucklin. We're here for you guys, and we'll see you soon.